Hello everyone, my name is the Lego Kid 2003, and here we are back again with another Future Card Buddy Fight review. And today I'm going to be going over the Buddy Fight Triple D Start Deck Hollow Black Dragon. And if you guys haven't... Oh yeah, also of course it's the English edition since I can't read Japanese. And this time it is a Darkness Dragon World deck. So, of course, like all start decks and trial decks, 52 cards, life counter, rulebook, playmat, all that wonderful stuff. There's a whole bunch of information on the back. And I'm going to have a bit of trouble pronouncing at least these names. These names, of course, I'll have no trouble. So, let's crack this open, see what's inside, and show you the cards that lie within. Okay, got the deck out. Right away we have an interesting card. So, size 3 Impact Monster. So, I've seen the show, and Impact Monsters are interesting in the sense that they're like monsters that you can only call and use during your final phase. So, they were interesting. So the impact monster for the set is called Abigail Lost Horizon. That is incredibly ominous. Let's see if the camera's willing to focus. Come on. There we go. So that's all the effects. Yeah, see? And there's the stats on it. So I don't even know how to properly hold. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna hold it like this. So there's a shiny of him. And another size 3, okay, a normal size 3. Twin Blade Black Dragon Zalcondria. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. So, stats on him and the information. So, that's actually an interesting ability. So, I guess there are multiple cards like this. So, beyond the foil, there's... Okay, so there's only like 2 copies of this card. Okay. Next is Black Plate Dragon Pantagra. Well, size 2. Sorry, I'm sniffling a lot. There's a lot of congestion type deals going on. Anywho's. 1, 2, 4 of him, so you could very easily make this guy your buddy. I don't know if I will though. Black Assailant Gothgorobi. That's a useful ability. Thankfully it's only a size 2. Stats 1, 2 of him. Black Companion Befagol. No, I actually kind of like this ability. So you can just purposefully call this to the center. So, when this card is destroyed, put the top 2 cards of each fighter's deck into their owner's drop zone and you gain 1 life. So, stats, all that wonderful stuff. 1, 2. There's only 2? Oh, what? I could have sworn that there was 3. Huh. Let me check real fast. Okay, apparently I accidentally put Befagol prematurely in the thing. There's still 2 copies of Goth Groby, so this copy probably stuck to the back one, I don't know. Anyways, there are 3 copies of Befagol. Next is Black Cradle Crabless. Another deck-destroying card. So, just from the first few cards, I can probably safely assume that all the cards that this whole entire deck is focused on sending cards to the drop zone to do certain stuff. So, deck destroyers, okay? So, 3 copies of Graveless. Black Shock Nogudeath. Nogadeth. I'm certainly gonna have to figure out how to pronounce that. But stats: size 1 with a call cost of 1 gauge, and 2 big. 4 copies of that guy. We're almost done with the monsters, I do believe. Yeah, we're getting close. Black Gloom Balzam. Not to be confused with Ball Dragon. That belongs to Dragon World and is a Sun Dragon. The Darkness Dragon World Black Dragon. Two copies. Black Rampage Finagle? Yeah, Finagle. I'm gonna say Finagle, because that just sounds really silly. And you know me, I'm a really silly guy. I'm a really silly person, so it's fitting. So yeah, stats on him, not too bad, not too good. Has the move ability, so he's useful. 4 copies of him. We're getting quite a few cards that have 4 copies. Not really complaining though. Black Star CS. Whoop. So you can call these alongside this other size 3s in this deck. Pretty cool. 2 copies. Alright, now on to the spells and items. You already got a sneak peek of what the impact is. Void Slasher. So, that's useful. Especially with the deck that my dad has. 2 copies of that. Abyss Symphony. 2 copies, and this is actually a different printing than past versions of this. I actually ended up getting a couple boosters. Sadly, once again, I opened them off camera. This is what Abyss Symphony looks like for this deck. 2 copies. Next is Death Break, which has 3 copies. That's what that does. Dark Spirit. copies. I've certainly seen these types of cards before. They're incredibly useful. Black Dragon Shield. 4 copies. Certainly useful, certainly useful. So, that right there is actually really good. Because if you use this, if your opponent uses an impact that says, oh, this impact can't be nullified, you can still use this. It's damage reduction, not nullifying it. You're just reducing the damage. So, that's fun. That's all for the spells. Now for the items, impact, and flag. And we should be done with this deck. Sickle of Revenge, Avenger. This is pretty cool. Stats on that. 2 copies of that wonderful looking card. Black Dragonblade, Evil Fearless, which is like the Darkness Dragon World version of Drago Blade, Drago Fearless. So, that looks actually really cool. 4 copies. And if you guys have seen the impact monster for this deck, Abigail Lost Horizon. And in addition to the foil, there are 3 more copies, so you get 4 copies of the impact monster in total, which is pretty cool. And then finally, the Darkness Dragon World flag. This looks incredibly menacing. So you can only use Darkness Dragon World and generics. I have quite a few generics, so that should be fine. And more Darkness Dragon World cards that I know what to do with. So hopefully I'll be able to build decks. And really good decks. So, that is all for the deck. And then of course, life counter. The life counter reflects the image of the impact monster for this one. Playmat, rulebook. You've seen these before. So anyways, that is my kind of quick overview of the Darkness Dragon World start deck, Hollow Black Dragon. If you guys enjoyed this little card overview, then comment, like, subscribe, and as always, stay awesome.